Hello everyone, we are here on Notice Max. Today I'm going to talk about how the largest hole in the ozone layer was closed. The largest hole in the ozone layer detected over the North Pole closed almost a month after it was discovered. Scientists from the Copernicus Atmospheric Monitoring Service, in abbreviation is CAMS, detected what they called an unprecedented large gap in the atmosphere, looming over the Arctic region. It soon became the largest hole they had ever monitored in the northern hemisphere, with a maximum extension of just under a million square kilometers, the European Space Agency said in early April. But by April 23, there was some good news. The unprecedented hole in the ozone layer of the northern hemisphere of 2020 is gone, Camps tweeted. Why the ozone layer is important? Most of the Earth's ozone layer is located at an altitude between 10 and 40 kilometers above the Earth in the stratosphere. The second layer of the atmosphere, the ozone layer, is one of the most effective shields against the sun's harmful rays, ultraviolet radiation. A hole in the shield could affect the speed of ice melting, increase pressure of the immune system of living organisms, and increase the risk of developing skin cancer and cataracts for humans. How did the hole appear and disappear? Although there had been small holes in the ozone layer over the Arctic before, this was the first time that it was possible to speak of a real sun hole in the Arctic, according to CAMS. The organization said the rapidly growing hole had been the result of unusual weather conditions over the Arctic. Strong winds had trapped cold air over the frozen layers of the Arctic for several weeks at a time, creating what scientists called a polar vortex, a powerful force that spins on itself and generates enough impact to blow a hole in the ice, ozone from the stratosphere. But the polar vortex split in two, allowing ozone-rich air to enter the Arctic, CAMS explained Thursday. The organization told Euronews that the closure was also due to the heat wave registered in the Arctic last week, with temperatures of up to 20 grade centigrade, higher than normal for this time of year. This ozone hole in the Arctic actually has nothing to do with COVID-19 related shutdowns, but was caused by an unusual, strong, and long lasting polar vortex, Camps said in a tweet on Sunday. This hole was basically a symptom of the big sun ozone depletion problem, and it was closed due to local annual cycles, not long-term healing. But there is hope. The ozone layer is healing, but slowly, he added the institution in another tweet on Monday. Although the hole over the Arctic is now closed, scientists said it could reopen if weather conditions permit. The hole over Antarctica. While a hole over the North Pole is a rare event, in the last 35 years there has been a much larger hole opening annually over Antarctica. Although its size varies from year to year, there are no signs that it will close permanently anytime soon. At least there has been a slow recovery since the use of CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, was banned in 1996. CFCs are chemicals used in the manufacture of aerosols, foams, solvents, and refrigerants. According to the World Meteorological Organization (WMO), the Antarctic zone hole was shrunk roughly 1% to 3% per decade since 2000. The smallest hole recorded in the Arctic zone layer so far was in 2019, but the WMO predicts that it is not expected to close completely until at least 2050. Every September 16, the International Day for the Preservation of the Ozone Layer is celebrated, the shield that protects life on Earth, and we join. This day is celebrated in commemoration of the date on which the Montreal Protocol was signed, in relation to substances that deplete the ozone layer. Thanks to this protocol and the collaboration of both people and companies, the change have begun to be noticed. In 2016, scientists have obtained proof for the first time that the ozone layer is recovering. There have been two main measures taken in this protocol that have driven this great improvement. First, the ban on the use of chlorofluorocarbon compounds CFCs. Second, the ban of the use of halogens in fire extinguishers. I'm going to tell you 6 tips to continue conserving the ozone layer. First, use your car less. Typical, right? But as simple as that, the use of urban transport, cycling, or walking can make a big difference. If you have to use your car, try sharing your destiny with people from your work, friends, family. Not only will you pollute less, but you will also have saved some money. In addition, the offer of alternatives such as car exchange, cars, or electric motorcycles help us to reduce cost and pollution. Second, about the use of methyl bromide. But what is methyl bromide? It is a substance widely used in agriculture as a fumigant, in wood treatment, or in warehouses due to its low cost and high effectiveness. Your problem? It degrades with difficulty and is considered an active substance responsible for the destruction of the ozone layer. From the year 95 to the year 201, its use was reduced by 50%, but its prevention date has not yet been established. The good news is it can be easily substituted for non-chemicals like the use of steam. Third, cleaning our house is such a common act that we do not stop to think about its possible consequences. Many of the products we use contain solvents, corrosive substances that are harmful but to the environment and to ourselves. In many cases, we can substitute these products for simple ones such as vinegar or bicarbonate. In addition, more and more companies are joining ecological alternatives, such as Ecover, a brand of cleaning products for the home that bases its strategy on respect for the environment. All their products are made with vegetable raw materials. Fourth, check. Plant a tree. On your list of things to do in life at least once, less CO2 and more oxygen for the planet. Every gesture counts. 5. Buy local products. The further your food and other products have to travel, the more nitrous oxide is produced by the engines that transport them. Buying local produce will not only be a great way to refresh it, but it will also protect the ozone layer.